Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am back with Tamino and his amazing voice. This is a song called Intervals, and it's live from the Jet Studio, and it's featuring Nagham Zikrayat Orchestra. I hope I said that right, I'm not sure. But at any rate, I haven't heard it before. I've done several of Tamino's songs, reactions to them. There's a playlist below if you want to see them all in one place, and we'll be adding to that because Tamino is one of the voices I didn't know about before starting the channel, and viewers suggested I check him out, and thank you very much for that because he is one of my favorite voices now. I think he's absolutely incredible. So I'm really interested to hear this song Intervals with an orchestra. Should be really astounding. If you want to check out any of the artists, I've done 2 or more videos. There's playlists, so that's one thing. Hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. Just give it a little tap. It doesn't hurt too much, and it helps the channel a lot. If you want to help the channel more, there's ways to do that. Check in the description. There's donation methods, and you can also use those to bump up your request if you like. It's all explained there, so if you want, just check that out. I appreciate everyone who has supported the channel in whatever way you have, and that can be comments, suggestions, subscribing, liking videos. There's lots of ways you can do things you can do to support the channel, and I appreciate everyone who has. All right, let's jump into Tamino and Intervals. We will go over the lyrics afterwards, of course, because Tamino writes his own lyrics. So here we are live at Jet Studio featuring Nagham Zikrayat Orchestra, Intervals.
Bubble floating up a perfect pink sky, dodging bullets on the go. One could look too much at the reflections. One could see them tear a hole. One could
I'm going back, so don't worry. I love his guitar and just the way he sort of, I don't know how to express it, but just sort of strumming it, and then the strings coming in with the orchestra, really great. And then his voice, every time he just opens his mouth and something comes out, to me it's just amazing. I don't know, it's just, there's something about his voice and the way he plays with it.
Perfect pink sky, dodging bullets on the go. One could look too much at the reflections. One could see them tear a hole. One could see them tear it all. The intervals that we know, they don't make a change. They don't overshadow us in any way. Nearly drowned and fall, almost gone there. Dodging needles takes a lot. Being up here, you could drop. Every bubble has its pop. You'll become what you are not, and suddenly it's in your eyes. The intervals that we know, they don't make a change. They don't overshadow us in any way.
that was gorgeous. I'm going back to just run through that again, which is basically a cappella. The music stopped and he's just singing. That voice.
They don't the intervals that we know. They don't make a change. They don't overshadow us in any way. Yes, our touch crosses oceans. Our touch crosses oceans. Our touch crosses oceans. Oh, yeah, the intervals that we know, they don't make it change. They don't overshadow us in any way. A bubble floating on a perfect pink sky, moving closer, getting near, almost quiet, almost clear.
All right. Wow. Tamino never fails to impress. Absolutely incredible. Loved it with the orchestra too. Loved it when he sang on his own with maybe a tiny bit of guitar, but basically a cappella. Just incredible. And of course, he and his guitar together are fine. We don't need anything else. But the orchestra just added even more. I love those strings in particular, the violins, and there were a couple other instruments there. One I didn't recognize. Um, Really, really well done. I don't. You run out of adjectives. I do anyway with Tamino. I think he's fantastic. Oh, he's got a great chain too, by the way. I was thinking of that as we were going through. It's really nice too. Super, super job. We're going to have a look at the lyrics now. Intervals by Tamino, written by Tamino. A bubble floating up a perfect pink sky, dodging bullets on the go. One could look too much at their reflections. One could see them tear a hole. One could see them tear it all. The intervals that we know, they don't make it change. They don't overshadow us in any way. So I'm not sure what he's talking about, but I think he's talking about navigating life, and the bubbles are sort of an analogy to the different experiences you have maybe, or something like that, and floating up to perfect pink sky, dodging bullets. So and one could look too much at their reflections. Yeah, you can contemplate too much, and there's lyrics down below, nearly drown in thought, almost gone there. So things can be happening up here that overwhelm you, and you can get lost in your own thoughts. Dodging needles takes a lot, so you don't want those needles popping those bubbles. Being up here, you could drop. So sometimes when you're doing really well, or you feel you are, the fall is further, isn't it? Every bubble has its pop. You'll become what you are not. So is this about avoiding that, avoiding becoming someone you're not, and maybe finding the real you? And suddenly it's in your eye. So is that the person you're not, so you're portraying and you're behaving in a way that isn't really you? You haven't found the real you? Or if you do find the real you, does it suddenly show in your eyes as well? Maybe both. The intervals that we know, they don't make it change. They don't overshadow us in any way. So the intervals between the bubbles are not the issue, I guess. It's it's the bubbles. Is it our thoughts? Is that what the bubbles are? Yes, our touch crosses oceans. Our touch crosses oceans. The intervals that we know, they don't make it change. They don't overshadow us in any way. A bubble floating up a perfect pink sky. Moving closer, getting near, almost quiet, almost clear. There are many ways that these lyrics could probably be interpreted, but that's the way I'm going to go, is that you're aiming for the best you and the real you, and you have to avoid all of the pitfalls that could alter that and make you into someone you're not, or destroy your life, or tear a hole. One could see them tear it all. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. So you can let me know what you think. I think they're amazing lyrics, wonderful musicality, super voice, as I've mentioned over and over. I just think Tamino is great. Let me know what you think of this song, of Tamino in general. Let me know what else you would like to hear from Tamino or anyone else. If you want to bump up your request, check in the description below. Like the video if you did. I hope you did. Give it a thumbs up. Click that notification bell and subscribe. I think I've mentioned everything, all the administrative stuff. But the most important thing is to keep listening, keep having fun. It's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Bye-bye for now.